my loves, Send Out here coming at you with another video, and this one is gonna be like my normal silk wrap video, kind of sort of, not really, but yeah. My client here is younger than clients that you will normally see on my channel. I do not do children's hair. I only have 2 children on my books, and that is this little girl and then my other client, Kiara, that you guys see all the time. And I'm actually doing Kiara's hair next week, so you guys are going to see her then too. But yes, this little girl in particular, like I said, I only do 2 little girls, and that's because I do their mother's hair. I do not service children, you guys. So yeah, I'm going ahead and detangling her hair before we even wash it, before we get started. The reason that we're gonna do a talk through all the way through this video is because there is a video that I posted on my channel about a month ago, and it was from me detangling one of my other clients' hair. So as I say this, that's not true. I do 3 little girls. So this other little girl that I'm talking about, and I do her mother's hair as well, her mother and her sister and her grandmother, so I do her hair too. But so 3 little girls, you guys, I'm sorry. And in that video, she had like really matted hair because it's summer, and well, summer was over and swimming and whatever, so her hair was really matted. And I went ahead and detangled it and all of that stuff and did her hair on camera, and it actually took us 2 days to do it. If you guys want to know the details of it, I'll leave that video link in the description box below. However, in that video, because I had to speed it up because we had to do it over 2 days, and the first day took me like 3 hours, I had to break it up. And so obviously if it took me 2 days to record it, I had to speed the video up. So in that video, people are like, oh my God, she's being so rough on this little girl's hair. So I just want to show you in this video, I am going to speed it up. However, this is the actual speed. This is how it looks. So whenever you guys see me detangling her hair in the video, that was how it looked. It was not like rough, and you know what I mean? Like, you can see the difference between there and here with how, quote unquote, I'm doing quotation marks, girl, you can't see me, girl, but how rough it may feel. So I am saturating her hair with Silk Fusion Therapy. Even though I've closed my product line down, I am including different products that I use and different products that you guys can use in substitution of my products. Not that everybody in the world uses them anyway, but just little substitutions or things that you can use, a good leave-in and all that jazz. So like I said, I'm going through with Silk Fusion Therapy on her hair, and like I said, I'm slowing it up on each section so you guys can see this is the real time frame. I'm being extremely gentle. I am moving extremely slow, you guys, so she's not getting hurt. This is real time. This is not slow motion, honey. This is real time, and you can tell by how her hands are moving as she's looking at her phone. I am not pulling and tugging on my client's hair. It doesn't matter what age group they fall into. This is my normal speed. It's no need to pull and tug on anybody's hair. So that's why I'm doing this. Like I said, this is going to be one of those videos that I talk pretty much all the way through, because I really want you guys to understand what you are watching whenever you watch a YouTube video. And not just for me. There are so many other amazing stylists here on YouTube, and you know, I'll go to comment and tell them good job, or to congratulate them on an amazing job that they did on the video, and in the comments I could just see people like, oh my God, you're so rough, you're so rough. Nobody's being rough, you guys. It's just the speed of the video. So anywho, that's enough of that portion of it, you guys. You just stick through and watch. In this video, I'm not using a round brush. I have decided to use a paddle brush. For the most part, whenever I decide that I want to use a paddle brush over a round brush, it is when I feel like the client is a little too tender-headed. Now, she's not necessarily tender-headed. She just doesn't like anyone in her head, basically. So that's why I decided to use a paddle brush, because a round brush does not hurt. However, it just, whenever people see a round brush, they could get a little tense. So I just didn't want her to get tense or anything. I don't know if that makes sense, you guys, but there's no real big huge difference with the paddle brush from a round brush. Whatever blow dryer utensil people choose to use, round brushes just make me feel the most comfortable. I exude the most control. I move faster with a round brush. It's just my personal opinion. So I wanted to answer that question, because you guys ask me that question a lot. I just use a round brush primarily because it is my weapon of choice. Okay, girl, like, I'm not saying that anybody who uses a denim brush or a paddle brush or whatever, or a comb attachment, or no, I don't like comb attachments. That was about to be a lie, girl, but because I can't stand those, girl. But yeah, I'm using a paddle brush for no other reason than I just felt like it would be easier for me to get through her hair in particular with this paddle brush. So yeah, you guys, keep on watching. I'll be back in a minute, girl.
Sit up, hey. You sit up, hey. You sit up, hey. You sit up, hey. Sit up, hey. You sit up, hey. You sit up, hey. You like the cool blue light, 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 like the cool blue light.
Okay, so let me say really quick that whenever I'm getting closer to the perimeter, I am using cool air. Okay, so I just need everybody to keep that in mind. I'm using cool air. I'm not using an excessive amount of heat that's burning her, and I'm actually using like the least amount of tension possible, which took me double the time, but I'm like literally using no tension whatsoever. So I just want to my loves. So we are pretty much done with the whole blow drying process, and as you guys can see, this she has like a piece on the side that had, I don't want to say it's balding, but it had really begun to thin out, and we haven't seen each other in like months, like almost a year probably. So yeah. And you guys, I'm not hurting her as I comb through. You can see, like, in a second, I'm running my fingers through so there are no knots or tangles or anything like that. She just is really into whatever she's looking at, or I don't know. So I just want everybody to be aware of that. And the reason that I keep stressing that is because, like I said, in that video that I did of my other mini client, my little mini doll, yeah, like to this day, I literally had to like turn off my notifications because of that video. Like, I've never been insulted so much in my life, girl. I don't care. It didn't bother me. I just got tired of seeing it while I was in my zen and stuff growing young. But anywho, that's why I'm talking through most of this video, and that's why I keep pointing it out, just so you guys can see the difference in like the speeds whenever you edit and things of that nature, honey. Yes, like, get your life, girl. Yes. So I'm going to go through and I'm straightening her hair right now. What I'm using is Silk Fusion polish combined with Kimra. I love Kimra. Most of the products that I use, other than the ones that I make for myself, are from Kimra. So this one is their platinum hot spray, which I absolutely adore. It is an excellent heat protectant. There's going to be a link for that in the description box below, girl. And I'm going ahead and give me time. I'm going to update all of my description boxes and change. I have to change everything since, you know, things have, you know, changed in Sendal land, so I'm gonna update everything, so bear with me, you guys. But yes, I'm going through and I am using like I said, the Kimra and the Silk Fusion polish, and I'm just gonna use one pass throughout her entire head. Everybody always asks me in the comments what temperature I use for silk presses and stuff. It is solely dependent on my client's density and porosity. This video, she has very low porosity hair. It's cool for me to, like, once I open her cuticle, like, it takes a while for me to do it, so she has to sit under the dryer longer for a deep conditioning treatment. And then it's really good keeping the moisture inside, but you literally can't really use products that have oils in them. That's why most of the time I'm using Kimra as a heat protectant, because you have oil-based heat protectants and then you have alcohol-based heat protectants. For somebody who has very high porosity hair, they have a problem obtaining moisture, so you want to use an oil-based heat protectant for them. For somebody who has low porosity hair, they do not have a problem holding moisture, honey, and once they get it, it will not let it go. So you want to use an alcohol-based I can't get it out, heat protectant. So I hope that makes sense. We're gonna go into detail on that really soon. I'll have a more educated video, not a more educated video, video on, you know, hair education and stuff like that coming really soon. You guys know we just got a new house and unpacking and life is great, but girl, I gotta make time for it, girl. But it's coming, I promise. So yes, at this point, you guys, I'm going through and using 1 to 2 passes on each section. As I've taught you guys in my other videos, it is not heat that gives you heat damage, but the improper use of heat tools and the, you know, not full understanding of the structure of your hair that will give you heat damage. So if you know the structure of your hair, your porosity, your density, all of that, then you know what type of porosity you have. And you also, from watching one of my videos that I'm going to leave in the description box below, you know how to open and close the cuticle, because in reality, the thing that gives you heat damage is your cuticle still being open whenever you put the heat on it. You need to have a closed cuticle when you apply heat. That's how you get heat damage, having a open cuticle when you apply heat. So yes, girl, like I said, if you want to know more details on that, click the links in the description box below, because I'm not going to go deep into it now because I already did that, girl. So yes, At this point, you guys, I am going to, I'm still going to include the entire video. However, I know grandkids always come under and say like, oh my God, this is a horrible angle, or I can't see, or I can't see the finished product and all that stuff. Well, you guys, I could only do so much in this video. She was looking at her phone. So it was, hey, she's a kid, and that's what happens, so hey, I am just going to go ahead and flat iron her hair, and then I can go through and give her a cut. Now, before we get to the cut, you guys, her mother brought me in a picture of exactly how she wanted her daughter's haircut. Now, the cut was basically going to be based around and depending on the amount of damage she had. But because of the amount of damage she had, I was able to, do a little something, you know what I'm saying? So yes, right now I'm just getting her hair straight and prepped for this cut. So keep on watching. Okay, so at this point, I'm just going ahead and double checking my silk press because there was like this little area that I kind of missed because of the angle. So I'm a lot of times before I do a haircut, I like to wrap the hair first just to, see if there's hair that looks like it's a little disconnected that I could, form really quick before we cut. But I really was not able to wrap her hair properly because her hair was down and I couldn't get her to hold it back up at all. And I have had another client there, you guys, so that's why whenever you guys are like, oh, Sin, you should have put this angle over here, just keep in mind, like, I'm recording my work day for you guys. These are not models. These are not, people. I didn't do a model call. These are my actual clients, you guys. So yes, I went ahead and unwrapped her. It did do what I needed it to do because like I said, I just like to lay the cuticle 100% flat before I make any drastic changes. So this haircut, I actually was able to keep a lot of hair because the picture that her mother brought was actually a whole lot shorter than this one. Now, if this is the first video that you are ever watching of mine, I really do recommend that you go and watch some of my other haircut videos because you will see the difference. Whenever you guys are cutting hair, just make sure that your client is sitting upright and straight. Make sure that their legs are not crossed because then it makes it uneven. It is so important that your client sit upright and straight, especially if you're not a person who cuts hair all the time. If you're not a person who cuts hair all the time, like I've been cutting hair for 11 years. Probably about 8 of them I've been doing it like really good, but I've been doing it for a while, so I know how to manipulate angles and things of that nature. But I just really want y'all to know that this is not necessarily like a tutorial. I'm just including you guys in my work day. Understand that it's really important for your clients to be sitting all the way upright. But you guys keep on watching and I'll be back in a second. Okay, so that's pretty much it, you guys. Make sure you leave your comments below on what you think about this video. Don't leave them until after we finish it and stuff, girl. Like your overall comment for when we finish. But it's not necessarily a blunt bob. We're gonna do like an asymmetrical bob, and this is, one of those moments of what I was talking about and why your client needs to be like completely upright, because then you won't have your angles all the way together, because it's all about angles and symmetry. So that's why you have to make sure your client, keeps it together and upright. Yes, Jesus Lord. So if you're not doing so already, make sure you are subscribed here to my channel. And once you subscribe, make sure you click that little bell, because YouTube is making a lot of changes. Some of them, everybody doesn't like, but we're gonna work it out, girl. Yeah. So make sure you click that little bell notification so you can be notified whenever I post a new video. And if you're not doing so already, make sure you are following me on Instagram. And yes, girl, I'll see you later, girl. Bye, girl.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You'll never have the sacred stone. Oh, this you crazy mother.